Happy Friday, Bourbon family. We made it to the end of the week. Whiskey Phoenix here today with your daily review. Now, this has definitely been a week of not easy to find bottles. I don't know. It just turned out to be that kind of week. I know yesterday at least I threw one in that, is still readily available. Unfortunately, today I'm coming to you with one that is not available. I got it off of Nestor Liquors, and that is the Russel's Reserve. This is a private barrel selection, and they are calling it Russel in My Veins. Now, again, this was a pick that Nestor Liquors themselves did. I did happen to check the website before deciding to record this to see if maybe there were some still available. Womp womp. Unfortunately, there is not. I want to say I got this back in, this was an early one for me, so this might have been like March time frame. This is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It is coming in at 9 years, 11 months is what they say. It's really cool because they really lay out a lot of stuff on this label. It was distilled in January of 2015, stored in oak barrels for 9 years, 11 months. They dumped it on January of 2025, bottled it on, January 8th of 2025, they dumped it, bottled it on 1/24 of 25. They list the barrel number, the warehouse was G, the floor was 4. So my apologies, fam, that I've chosen another one that's unfortunately not readily available. Now, I love my research, so I had to look up and see, what the deal is with Eddie and I think that's Jimmy Russell. And it was really interesting, to be honest. They are a father-son duo, which I did not know. Just because people share the last name doesn't mean that they're actually like father-son. Could be, cousins or brothers or whatever. But I guess they both hold the title of master distiller. And actually, as of today, they are considered one of the longest tenured father-son duo in the bourbon industry. I guess between the two of them, they have almost 100 years of experience. So that was pretty cool that this is actually a father-son duo. And then I know I've seen a lot of things, people have been, all over the whole, Russell's Reserve 13 year. I have not been able to get my hands on it. But I guess back in 2021 is when they first released the Russell's 13 year. And, it just continues on with, their uniquely satisfying flavors. The other thing that I didn't realize about Russell's is, I guess it's like that's from wild turkey. I had no idea. So it's just like, okay. I figured it was their own distillery. But I'm trying to see if there's anything else on this bottle worth mentioning. No. And some more of my research, that because this is a private barrel selection, I guess it can kind of, the quality and the flavor profile can, be very different from one barrel to the next. It did not say how many barrels that Nestor had picked. So, maybe one might be good and maybe the other will be, really disappointing. But yeah, I mean, just interesting stuff to learn along the way, especially about the father-son duo. This has really kind of got like a light copper color to it, as far as I can see. It's very overcast here in Southwest Ohio today, so I don't have a lot of light. I can see some fingers. Now let's get into the nose. So according to Nestor, it was an exclusive private barrel selection by them, crafted from Wild Turkey's single barrel bourbon program. Again, aged for 9 years, 11 months. It's non-chill filtered. And they're saying that they picked this barrel for its bold character and refined complexity. It's coming in at 110 proof. The mash bill on this is 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. It also goes on to say that the warehouse G is where it was stored at, particularly on floor 4. I guess is prized for producing balanced barrels with ideal exposure to seasonal temperature swings. So I guess the result is the bourbon comes with depth and some nuances of sweet, spicy, and matured. So we'll see. It's been a while since I've tasted this one. So right away I'm getting some toasted oak. A little bit of maybe caramel or toffee, one of the two. And some kind of a dark fruit. I don't know if it's cherry or plum. The oak's not real present. It's just kind of like, I don't know, it's gentle. It's a gentle oak. It's very gentle. We stroke it and it's nice. Okay, let's get this first taste out of the way. It does have some good fingers on it, although they ran very, very quickly. So let's give this another taste. Up front, you're definitely getting like a spice. It's almost, I don't even know if I could pick out the different ones. It's just like a plethora almost of spices that I'm getting. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon, clove, or nutmeg. I'm not sure. It's just all over the place. And then I'm getting that dark fruit. I said I had like some kind of a dark fruit on the nose. I'm definitely getting that on the palate again. I'm not really able to pinpoint what that is. There's a little hint of vanilla there, as well as a slight hint of brown sugar. So being that the nose came across either caramel or toffee with, a little gentle oak and some kind of a dark fruit, the palate, is kind of following with that a little bit. The dark fruit is there. Like I said, there's, I don't know, a spice cabinet basically playing around on the palate where that's concerned, along with, a slight hint of maybe like vanilla or brown sugar. The finish is kind of dry. The reason I'm pausing is I'm trying to determine if it's like a long finish or just a medium. It's not very viscous or rich. Like I said, these fingers are running pretty quickly. The finish almost has some kind of peppery. Again, maybe I might lean towards the black pepper over the white pepper, but we'll just say a peppery finish as well. And slightly sweet. Yeah. Yes, slightly sweet. And I don't even know if I would consider that medium. Like on the finish is pretty much like gone just in the time that I did that, but I'll leave it at medium. Overall for me, I really enjoyed this when I first cracked it open. And it's been sitting for a few months since I've tried it. Again, overall, I would rate this, a solid, 8.3 out of 10. It's the first time I'd ever had anything from Russel's, so I'm excited to try and, get my hands on some of their other bourbons that they have out there. I'm really hoping maybe, I'll accidentally stumble across the 13 year, but we'll see. So yeah, a solid choice. My apologies again that this was a, specific barrel pick and it's not readily available. Again, I was hoping it would be still available on Nestor's website, but it isn't. If you happen to grab it and have tried it, put in the comments what you think of it. I'll drop the website for Russel's in the comments as well. Also, don't forget to check out my bio for all the information you need on the Hang Light gummies. And there you have it. There's this Friday's review. As always, please drink responsibly. Have a great rest of your Friday, and I will see you in the next one.